Hello everyone, welcome back to Soul Path Guided Tarot. I'm really happy to be back today to do another yes or no pick a card with why. The first thing I have to let you know is I'm dealing with some major allergies right now, so I sound a little different, so I apologize. All right, so we're going to go ahead and choose between 6 piles, yes, no, and why. So your first choice is this right here, this blue image. Let me grab that for you. Here you can see different image on there. See if anything resonates with you. All right. Pile 2 is this image here. Pinks, purples, kind of has a feminine vibe to it. Moon, see if there's anything there that resonates. This is group 3 with the dolphins, family. There's like I would say there's a monk or something there meditating. All right, pile 4 is here. This is your choice here. Angels, a couple, cats, yin and yang, mother and child. This looks like Cupid to me. All right, this is pile 5, wolf, eagle, third eye, owl, right? Represented by Mars and Pluto. We've got Scorpio here. See if that one resonates with you. Scorpio cards. So maybe you're Scorpio, maybe you're asking about a Scorpio. And then this is number 6. This reminds me of the Strength card in Tarot with the lion and the woman. Softer image, but same kind of vibe. Okay, so you have a choice here. You can pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So as always, I say take a couple of deep breaths, center yourself, close your eyes, use your intuition to choose which one you think is right for you. This is a general read. If something doesn't resonate, choose a different pile, and we'll get started. Okay, hello group 1. This is your card, your choice. You can see that up close. All right, and there is a message on here, and it says patterns. So maybe some of you are asking about a situation because you find yourself kind of in the same patterns, in the same situation. Maybe some of you are asking about a question because you're trying to break out of a pattern or a situation, trying to make a change. Now, this is a general read, so just take what resonates. Okay, we are filming this during the lunar eclipse in Scorpio, and it's also called the blood moon because of the image. It kind of looks reddish, kind of more like the color of this bottom of this moon here. And that is just because of where it's positioned and how it's bouncing light off the atmosphere and the sun, etc. But this is really about dealing with emotions, right? Scorpio is about a lot of passion. Scorpio is about transformation and change and rebirth. Scorpio is about passion. So, this might be appropriate for you at this time. All right, so 3 of Wands. Justice. And so here's your Libra energy. So you might be a Libra. You might be asking about questions regarding relationships and partnerships. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So really nice cards. Bottom of the deck, Hangman. So really nice cards for you, group 1. So 8 in the tarot always represents some kind of movement. It could be movement towards something. It could be movement away from something. It can be changes that you're thinking about, considering, know you need to make to break patterns. This can be, it's interesting, this lunar eclipse is in Scorpio right now. You have 8 here. Scorpio represents the 8th house, so it can be about some kind of intimate relationship you're involved in. It can be about money aspects like taxes, inheritance, loans, trying to buy something, trying to like partner with somebody on something to grow something to improve your material situation. So that's very synchronistic, just getting this card today, because it is Scorpio and we are talking about the 8th house. All right, so this means there's change coming. Now, what I love about this is that here we have 2 cards that represent, one, restoring balance, right? Bringing things into harmony. I love this card because her reflection of herself, she sees herself slightly different, right? Look at her image. She's smiling with her eyes closed, and here her eyes are wide open and her mouth is different. Like she's had an aha moment, understanding there's a need for a change and need for a balance. Again, might be in relationships that have had patterns, might be in jobs that have had patterns, might have be with different kinds of things that you've tried that haven't worked, or things that you've been afraid to try, and there's like a pattern of fear there, right? Might be a pattern of the kind of people that you choose, but there's a restoring of balance that's coming into your awareness and coming into your field. And this is the 3 of Wands. This is that fire energy that says, all right, you recognize there needs to be a change, so we're going to restore some balance. We're going to take some kind of movement, some kind of steps in this next few weeks and months, because an eclipse will last upwards of 6 months. And this is your plan, right? You've got everything situated. Now you need to take the steps. Now you need to make the move. And what Spirit is saying is that you have a really positive outcome for both, a lot of financial aspects that are very positive for you and your family. It can have to do with home. It can have to do with setting up a situation where you're going to just improve your overall financial well-being. It can be about, setting up some kind of, even if you're really young, stepping into some kind of business or entrepreneurial idea that's going to parlay, that's going to be the stepping stones into bigger and better things, so that one day you can kind of set up, a legacy here. You've got the Kabbalah tree of life here, right? So setting up something that's going to have some really long-term positive effects, and you're going to continually receive intuitive hits. You're going to continually receive support from the universe for you to make these changes and to realize all these positive gains. So you've got Pentacles here, which of course means money, but it's anything in what we deal with on the day-to-day, right? Anything that makes us make changes in our life for our family, for ourselves, to better our life, to better our overall feelings. So having a plan that's more in balance, so that we move away from things that we've done in the past that haven't served us into something that's very positive, right? And at the bottom of the deck, what I love for you is you have the Hangman. This is Neptune energy. Neptune's a really positive planet. It's in Pisces right now with Jupiter, which is perfect because it's saying, we're here at this time for the first time in 166 years, giving you this energy, and it's your choice to make a move so that you can move into something that's really going to make you feel secure in your life, happy in your life. So having that new perspective, kind of like instantly being illuminated, and maybe this eclipse is the thing that's going to set you off into, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I know what it's time for me to do. I know how to restore balance in my life and move into something that's really going to make me feel like I've won, I've gained, I've dealt with the things in my past, and I'm now in a really beautiful place to receive. This full moon is a lot about sacral chakra and throat chakra, so it's about being creative, speaking your truth, getting out there, being the true you, being the real you, right? We have Lilith in Cancer right now with the black moon. That's a lot about emotions coming up. So you might be having a lot of different kinds of emotions throughout the next several weeks and months to follow about what to do. And as I say that, you get 23 all tied up. So there might be a little bit of fear, a little bit of uncertainty, and that's okay, because here it is in your card saying the balance is being restored. You're going to have a better sense of how to move forward, and the trials and tribulations of the past, the things that have kind of tied you up, that messed you up, that kept you in patterns, right? That's going to be released at this time. So that's very positive. And then you have victory, which I love to see that, right? Look at these two cards together. both these divine feminines are just quiet, right? Quieting the mind, looking for the information to come from within or from the divine. It's all the same though, right? We're one and the same. So it might just be in your dreams you start having really interesting dreams. I know my dreams the last few nights and my meditations continually have an eye, a version of an eye, the eye of Horus, a third eye. It's there's like and to me that's, you know what, this is a time to be intuitive, right? This is a time to close everything else out from the outside and go within and do what resonates and follow your heart, because that's where the plan is going to lead you to positivity and rewards. And then look, bottom of the deck, Angel of Balance, another message from Spirit about you need to maintain balance. You need to figure out what is going to make you, not the people around you, not the situation around you, what's really going to make you feel like, okay, this makes sense. This resonates with me. I know what to do. I know I'm going to get there, right? 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to have the knowledge from within, but also I'm going to get intuitive hits, or you might get messages from outsiders as well. You know, this can be information coming in. This can be an opportunity that someone makes you aware of, that communicates with you. It might be someone you know, or someone you know who knows someone, to kind of help you, to give you some insight. You might see or hear something, you know, somewhere on a podcast or reading something, and you're like, oh, I get it. I understand it. I know what to do. All right. And then you have first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. So this makes sense with this all tied up, right? Your commitment's being tested. You've been through a lot. A lot of people have been through a lot. It's been a really challenging time, right? But there are shifts that are taking place. There's a lot of distraction out there. I'm not minimizing what they are by any means, but there's a lot of distraction to keep us from kind of trusting who we are and our truth of what we know about ourselves and what's right for us and the path that we're supposed to be on. And you know, eclipses have a tendency to come in and shake things up. They can shake things up in a good way. They can shake things up in a really challenging way. Bottom of the deck, luck's on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So just a message from Spirit saying, you know, have a little faith, trust a little bit. And remember, I said this is a lot about the sacral chakra during this eclipse. Eclipses last, like I said, around 6 months. So it's about connecting with your divine energy and surrendering to what you know is right for you. Only you. Okay, now, of course, if you have children and animals, we don't like abandon them, but you understand what I'm saying. You don't let other people convince you of what's right for them, so that should be what's right for you as well. And then you have universal mind. You're about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. Beautiful. 47 reduces to 11. And then natural born leader. You were born to lead others. It's a part of your life's path. 11, 11, 11. And you have the Ace of Swords, which is another number 1. So this is a powerful number. You know that, right? When we see repeating numbers, when we see synchronicities, these are signs that we're ascending, that we're moving in the direction that we need to move in, so that we can up level who we are, so we can be more in a state of receivership for the material things that are good in our life, so that we in turn share that positive energy. And it's this loop that continues, but it's a loop of good and faith and hope and improvement in humanity, okay? We all take a role in that, even in the tiniest of ways. So you have 1111, powerful number you're seeing. Then you have Ace of Swords, which is a 1. And then you have victory, which reduces to 10, which is a 1. So 11, 11, 11. You're seeing a lot of that. That is universe trying to communicate with you. And in this deck, this is also the 11. Okay, some decks it's 8, some decks it's 11. Angel, spirits, guides. So spirit is talking to you in numbers. 11 is about following your truth, who you came here to be, right? Cutting out those patterns, letting go of what's tied you up, moving into something where you can have this amazing, amazing life Seeing all these 1111s because this is also a time for spiritual upgrades. We've got Chiron with Venus and Aries, and that's all about like, who am I spiritually? So Venus is going to illuminate different wounds you've had and what you need to heal to get through all of these patterns, right? See that new perspective with the Hangman. Follow the signs. Number 8, look around for your clues. The answer to your question is right in front of you. Yeah, so you are getting intuitive hits. You are getting messaging. You're getting numbers. You're getting synchronicities. You're hearing phrases and songs over and over again. Hearing the same song over and over again. Reading the same kind of content, no matter where you are, over and over again. Seeing the same kind of commercials. There's a lot of synchronicity in your life right now. Look at that. I love this card. For this you were born. Fostered your intention for incarnating in this dimension. 22, another master number. This is about you doing what you are supposed to do. And not because someone else told you, but because you've set an intention early on before you incarnated here about what you were going to do. So this is about you being in alignment with that and doing it to the best of your ability. Some of you are going to say, I don't even know what that is, but you are going to be led in the direction so that as you take forward steps in this changed energy, which is quite significant with this lunar eclipse, you might feel like I need to make some really big shifts. And then again, you had the patterns card, okay? You also have 8-8 here, which are signs for abundance. So if you're asking about financial things, we had the 10 of Pentacles here. We have the 8 of Pentacles, 888. Are you seeing that number? And then you have number 18, intuition. Again, you're being asked, and this is, I don't know if you can see this, this is an eye. So remember I said in my meditation, in my dreams, I keep seeing an eye, and there it is. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Hopefully you can. But again, asking you to follow your intuition, because that's where you're going to get the greatest insight as to where your next steps are. Okay? Angel, spirits, and guides. For some of you, it's just you're going to have such kind of an emotional breakthrough, and that could be what this Ace of Swords is about too. Such an emotional breakthrough that you're going to see things so clearly, right, Hangman, that you've never seen before, and it's all just going to click into place like cogs on a wheel. Joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. Yeah, so a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of, I'm feeling relief coming forward. And then you have creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited, reignites passion towards your life. So again, I think a lot of you, you're going to have this big aha moment. That's why this Ace of Swords is here, to restore some balance in your life and to move into something, to create a life for you that is different than what you've been living, but one where you're going to feel relief and peace is what I'm getting, and then have confidence. Moving forward doesn't necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough. You can use the word universe or whatever, along with knowing that God, the universe, works through you and with you and always. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. Yeah, so you've got angels around you trying to help you maintain balance and trying to help you realize that this change that's coming for you with this eclipse is all going to be a really positive thing. So the question that you're asking about is going to be something that's going to be in alignment with where you're supposed to go next. So if it's not, you know, the answer will come forward that way for you. All right, final card. Yes or no, group 1. Whoops. Self-forgiveness. I accept myself for who I am. I forgive myself for my mistakes and use them to become stronger. Yeah, you know, I love this. The first thing they say here is nobody's perfect. No matter what aspects you may not like about yourself, you can be sure that you are there are a million other people who feel the same way about themselves. Forgive yourself, your weaknesses and your mistakes. Focus instead on your strengths, what makes you, you, and remember that you are as worthy of forgiveness as anyone else. Absolutely. We are too hard on ourselves. So this card doesn't mean you have done something absolutely catastrophic and horrible to someone. I mean, maybe for some of you, you have. But this is about stop being so hard on yourself, right? Understand that we're all moving into an up-leveled energy that makes us more compassionate, more loving, more supportive. And so we need to forgive the mistakes that we make. It's how we learn. It's how we evolve. And here we've got the card Evolve right now. Okay, so I think you're going to see a lot of shifts and changes. They're going to put you in the right position to have some big changes in your material world with all this pentacle energy that's come up for you. Okay, so this is a really nice yes, because the shifts in energy and the shifts in you are going to really kind of just set you on this trajectory that you're made to be on going forward. Okay. All right. I am running a free reading. Every month I give one away during the new moon. If you would like to enter to win, I just need you to be a subscriber, and in the comment section, just write I enter. I pull a winner every month at the new moon from a random box with everyone's names in it. Okay. The readings are 45 to 55 minutes, and you can usually get through 2, sometimes 3 questions. All right. As you go forward, I wish you much joy, peace, and happiness. Namaste. Hello, group 2. This is your selection, and your card says acceptance. So maybe some of you have to accept a new reality. Some of you are trying to create a new reality. We have the number 1, which is about the new, right? Starting something new, trying something new, receiving something new, looking at things in a new way. Some of you might have had to accept that what you thought you were going to have or who you're going to have in your life isn't there anymore, but there's a reason for that. Some of you have had to go through some major healing. When I am recording this, we are right in the middle of the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. There's a lot of emotions being purged. It's about new beginnings. It's about transformation and rebirth. Right now with this eclipse in Scorpio, it's about, realizing what our wounds are, and kind of healing those, letting go of the past, right? Kind of illuminating who you are spiritually, how you see things. We've got Lilith with the black moon in Cancer right now, so there's a lot of energy around emotions, releasing emotions, feeling emotions we haven't felt before. Knight of Pentacles. All right, what else do we have for group 2 for this general read? And if something doesn't resonate for this timeless read, just choose another pile. 10 of Cups, look at that. Eight of Cups. Page of Swords. 6 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Cups. Okay. So I just mentioned that, sorry, allergy is really bad today, that we've got the black moon with Lilith in Cancer right now. That's a lot about emotion. And then we've got some good emotion cards here, don't we? 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Lots of emotion. Oh, look at that. Scorpio is right underneath it. So, okay, group 2, you're really going to feel this eclipse. Eclipses last upwards of 6 months, okay? So there's going to be a lot of purging of energy, of emotion. Some of it you know about now. Some of it's going to come up in the next several weeks. There is a real alignment required here with this eclipse to heal your sacral chakra and your throat chakra. Oddly enough, even though one is in your, lower hips and the other one is in your throat, they are directly connected. So for us to feel our truth, live our truth, be our truth, those 2 chakras have to be in alignment. So you're going to be making a change. You're going to be making a move. Now, 8s are about movement in the tarot. You can be moving away from thoughts, feelings, emotions, limiting beliefs. right? There can be endings, healings, closures that are necessary. One of the things about this situation with this eclipse is that it really, with, Venus, it illuminates the wounds and what we need to heal. So that's going to come up. So sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes it's going to start to purge, and things that you maybe even have suppressed have started to show themselves. Some of you have like hip pain, lower back pain. Some of you have a lot of, for women, you have a lot of like PMS and discomfort, monthly, that sort of thing. That's all that jammed up emotion in the sacral chakra. Some of you might have issues with speaking, being comfortable speaking, speaking out your truth, speaking in front of others. Some of you might have thyroid issues. That's that imbalance in the throat chakra. So you're going to have a restoration of those things with these changes and all these emotions coming out. So you have this energy that's going to come along, starting with this eclipse today or tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. And it's going to let you see things differently, accept the changes that are necessary. Because look, even here, there's cups, right? Accept the changes that are necessary willingly, knowing they're for your highest and greatest good, whatever that is. And you're going to get to this place of the 10 of Cups, because the universe is going to help you open up your heart in a different way. Receive love in all its forms in a different way. The biggest word for you is going to be receive what you deserve, right? Receive what you should have. Receive what it's time for. Receive what you've always been meant to receive. Because underneath that, right, we had this Scorpio card. New starts, rebirths, purging what's not good for you. A lot of you, it's going to be leaving and walking away from someone or something from your past. Maybe it's a past hurt. Maybe it's doing that final healing, because I mentioned about the wounds being kind of expressing themselves right now with Venus. You also have Uranus in Taurus right now, and that, kind of upsets the apple cart, if you will. It makes things feel unsettled, anxious, imbalanced, inability to sleep, inability to feel like your best self. So having to release someone or something from the past and realizing that there's going to be this significant amount of information that's going to come in, that's going to be taking you somewhere where you're open to receive what's right for you and what's better for you, what's kind of written in your blueprint, in your Akashic records, right? Some of you, the awakening that you're having is creating such a shift in who you are that leaving some of the things from the past behind, or even some people behind, isn't going to be as hard as you think once you take that first step. Okay? So a lot of change, but really positive, beautiful, emotional happiness. Okay? Love in whatever form you see that. Love of self more than anything. Self-love is what's important, not others' approval of you. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, it's all about you, and you should know that you're worthy of a lot of beautiful things in this life, because that's why everyone came here. So think about your thoughts, think about your feelings, because thoughts are just energy, right? It's like they take on their own trajectory into the universe, and those thoughts create an emotional reaction, and then that reaction goes into the universe, and it's kind of like you're having a conversation with the universe. So you want those thoughts and feelings to be positive and expansive and opportunistic, right? Pages are always about opportunity. Pages are always about new. Pages are about exciting possibilities. And you have the number 1 here. So trust that these changes are coming towards you, maybe not really fast. And what I just heard, and that's for your best interest, because you need to incorporate and integrate is what I'm hearing. All right. So let's see, what else do we have? Angels, spirits, and guides. Yeah, look at that. Door to personal healing and happiness, number 34. So that's perfect. That makes perfect sense with what's going on here. Moving into something that's really beneficial for you, that leaves you feeling happy, your heart wide open, it's like you're safe to be vulnerable again. You don't have to be worried or guarded about being hurt, taking care of yourself first. And you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So we talked about Lilith, the black moon, being in Cancer, and there could be a lot of emotions going on here. You've got the Six of Cups, which is emotions and people from the past, family members. So everyone is going to be okay as you transition through. So not to fear, all right? All right, let's see, what else do we have for you? And you have the Void. You may be covering up the emptiness or pain through addiction. So sometimes addiction is the obvious, right? Substances, chemicals, whatever. Sometimes addiction is just being around unhealthy people. Sometimes addiction is about being difficult on ourselves and kind of stuck in that circle, right? That vicious circle. Sometimes the addiction is the same kind of personalities or situations, and you find yourself following that. So Saturn is also really powerful at this time, okay? When we look at this eclipse, Saturn is right there in Aquarius. So Saturn disrupts things and makes us see things differently. So some of you are actually going through a Saturn return with these cards here, which happens at 26 plus or minus a year, 52 plus or minus a year, where things get really disrupted. There are going to be huge changes, a releasing, starting over, beginning again, going into the void, meaning going within and kind of seeing what it is that's right for you, recognizing that you deserve a lot better in life, a lot more in life, a lot more out of life. So it's time to walk towards that and walk away from anything that isn't that, because you've got this Ten of Cups here, which is such a positive, beautiful card about a sense of peace and happiness and harmony that is so strong. You actually almost feel it in your heart and in your gut, like an expansion, a softening, a warming, if you will. And you have Starry Night. The beaming and glistening light from the stars reminds you that there is hope for your future. I love that. New beginning and hope. 6 reduces to 6. You might be seeing 66. Blessing in disguise. You're being asked not to prejudge your current set of circumstances. Yeah, sometimes the biggest blessings are the ones that come initially with a lot of pain, discomfort, or dis-ease, disharmony, right? Challenging us. But the universe never lets what's right for us pass us by, even though when something happens, we're not sure that we believe that. We're pretty certain we don't. Timeout, number 32. So this is just going into the void, right? Going into the quietness of your mind. Meditation for some of you. Letting those thoughts that are coming up with this eclipse that'll continue to move through you for the next several months, that might be affecting some of you, especially if you're Cancer, right? 4th house here. Let those emotions go. So take time out wherever you need to go. A walk, put some music on, quiet your mind, go, whatever it is, take some time out and just let things flow through you. Don't resist, just let them flow. And you have opportunity to forgive. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Yeah, and forgiveness just frees you from whatever happened in the past. And then focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and all that you do. So this just means, you want to be in alignment with what you're doing, because you give out energy that's positive. So every ounce of energy that we give out has an effect on the collective, right? That's why if you focus on a lot of people watching a lot of negative news, it breeds negativity, right? But if you focus on the positive things and the good things and being around those people, it breeds positivity. So the service for all of us now is to focus on a state of love, hoping and for the best for each and every one of us, for Gaia herself, humanity. Okay, it's important for us to kind of hold that light no matter where you are in your spiritual journey. All right, final card. Effort. I am a hardworking and conscientious person. Today I will give 100% effort. Yeah, that goes along with focusing on sharing the light and being with the light. And then new friends. So some of you will have new friends, new partners coming into your life. I'm a good listener and I have interesting things to say. I can relax and be myself around new people. So some of you might have to make a shift in going into the kind of groups and people, being with people of a higher vibration, just meaning people who are negative, who don't focus on the negative, who focus on the opportunities, right? The blessings that are possible, the all infinite options that we have in this 3D world, in this time that we have, in this time that we chose to be here, okay? All right, so that's what I have for you. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in qualifying for a free reading, I run a contest every month. I give away one free reading at every new moon. So all you need to do is subscribe. Please put I enter in the comment section and I will add your name. I randomly choose one name from a box at the new moon every month and I post the winner on my channel and my community tab, okay? All right, so as you go forward, I wish you much joy, lots of peace. Namaste. Hello, group 3. This is your card. You have joy. Dolphins always represent joy and happiness. You've got family here, angels watching over, meditation. This kind of gives me a 10 of Cups vibe. Okay, you might be Cancer, 4th house. Don't have to be. For some of you, you're trying to do something to bring you some happiness in your life, to give you a break from the stress and the strain. For some of you, you've been through an awful lot and you're thinking, when is it going to stop? So I'm recording this during the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Crazy lunar eclipse right now. It's called the blood moon because of the reflection in the atmosphere and where it's located. This is in Scorpio, so it's a lot about purging emotions. Okay, we also have Lilith, the black moon, in Cancer right now. A lot of dealing with emotions that have been stuck, new emotions you're trying to release and be free of. Okay, emotions you have about home stability, relationships, happiness, mother issues, relationships that maybe were codependent and having to release that. A lot of it is about kind of stepping into more of a receiving mode, positivity, that divine feminine, right? That's all 4th house. First card out for you, 5 of Pentacles. So you get the card joy, and your first card out is 5 of Pentacles. So obviously Spirit knows some of you have really had some struggles, some challenges that have been difficult. Okay, and then we have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, wow. Scorpio. Wow, you guys. Ace of Cups. Lots of aces. Oh my goodness. Bottom of the deck. Ace of Wands. Unbelievable. Okay. Pile 3. You are going to move rapidly out of a situation, a feeling, a sense of worth or worthlessness, a sense of lack, a sense of being left out, of being not part of something better, greater, right? Happiness, whatever that is. This is a huge shift for you. So I first want to give all of you a huge hug and tell you that, with Uranus in Taurus right now, it is going to disrupt, upheave. It's going to create a surge of change, right? in all the things that you've struggled with in this material world, because Taurus is a lot, it has to do with about the material possessions, the material world, not just material possessions, but this world that we live in. So you're going to see huge shifts in that, and you are going to come out of it different. You are going to come out of it transformed, but you are going to have to purge a lot. And this is Spirit saying, we are with you, we are with you, we are with you, we are with you. Look at these. All of these mean the universe is there to help you, and you have every suit helping you in your material world grow something beautiful, sustainable, positive, that you've been wanting for a long time, that you've worked for, that you're willing to work for. New ideas, new options, new information, new thought forms, new thought processes, new ways of being, new thoughts in who you are as a person. Huge heart awakening, huge spiritual upgrade, and huge help in what your desires are. So unbelievable cards. Unbelievable cards. Beautiful. And look at that underneath that, Queen of Pentacles. So a big improvement in the material world for you. Absolutely. But it's going to shift who you are. You don't have this many aces without being impacted spiritually. You don't have this many aces without being changed fundamentally at your core in a way where you're no longer going to feel this lack, but you're going to feel the happiness. You're going to feel the joy. You're going to feel a lightheartedness moving forward in whatever it is that you're looking for, right? Amazing cards. And right now we have Chiron with Venus in Aries, and that's saying, you know, like, who am I spiritually? So the things that you've been through, the things that you want to transcend, the things that you want to leave behind, who am I going forward? You know, so nurture yourself, nurture your body. Okay, pay attention to how you feel. Some of your shadow work is going to be required to do. So shadow work isn't like this whole big thing where, oh my gosh, I need to go get a healer to heal me and do all of that. I mean, you can do all that, but shadow work is just facing the things that we have stuffed down that we haven't wanted to face, right? And just take it a little at a time. It's not some giant monster. It's just a thing. We all have it, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. And we work through it moment by moment to restore balance. Look at that. Restoring balance. Number 6 is about the heart chakra. It's about being in resonance with the heart. So something that's going to give you some relief and peace, give you a sense of balance, give you a sense of happiness, releasing this 5 of Pentacles. You know, she's got the key sitting here and she doesn't even see that she can open the door and be part of something bigger and better. So that's going to be a big shift for you. Some of you might be Libra. Some of you might really be concerned about things like relationships, partnerships. We talked about money, but anything that is to deal with, you know, partnerships of any kind, because Venus is all ruling that area, and Venus is really strong during this eclipse. You've got Venus in here that's going to illuminate the wounds that need to be healed. So keep that in mind as you go forward. Okay, very strong placement with Venus right now. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Okay, so Saturn's in Aquarius right now. Saturn kind of disrupts things. So Aquarius is kind of the conscious mind of the collective, if you will, what the collective's aware of. So you, as well as all of us, the collective, are going to have to see things differently, because the way things were before, they're going to get uprooted. They're going to be thrown upside down. You know, there's going to be people that fall, situations that fall, things that are on the large scale, things that are on smaller in our personal lives. And we need to bring love into every situation, which is nothing more than just kind of staying in that neutral point, right? Finding that balance point so you're not triggered, so you're not sucked into the drama, so you're not sucked into the nonsense, so that you stay focused on all this divine assistance that you're getting with this new energy, with this eclipse. Mentor, you are about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. Well, that's beautiful. So some of you, as you move through this process, and there is some evolution here for you, you're going to meet someone who is going to come in and assist you. Now, it might not be a formal mentor, could be a friend, Could be a family member, could be someone you meet, could be a love interest, could be just a business partner who's going to show you the ropes, who's going to be by your side, who's going to help you, who's going to support you when you haven't had that before. Everyone needs someone in their corner, right? All right, angel, spirits, and guides. This person might be Aquarius, might be Libra. Okay. 45, the challenger. Your relationship could be challenging you in painful ways. So that might be what this 5 of Pentacles about, but we've got this Ace of Cups here. All this change, rebirth, right? Balance needing to come in. And then 33, the golden stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity now. We talked about that with this contract card. So maybe you're going to have an opportunity to partner with someone in some kind of business venture. Maybe you're going to be able to start something on your own. Maybe you're going to go off and be able to get your first apartment or get your first house or be adventurous and, travel the world now, right? Old ways, they're falling by the wayside more and more every single day, despite what you hear. Limitless. Yes, you are limitless. You must know this. You must understand that your self-love of yourself is what puts you in a position to be limitless, to surrender to all the good that wants to come into your life, to restore balance so that you can be on a path where not only you evolve, but you move into a different way of seeing things and existing so that you're in alignment to receive more positive outcomes, more beneficial relationships, more good things in your life. Because that's how it works, right? When we are in that kind of energy, we get more of that. Okay, when we're stuck in a negative energy or a problematic energy or a past energy, we get more of that. Angel, spirits, and guides. And here you go, you get another number 2, quest, the quest. Plunge boldly into life. So if I didn't mention it in this group, this eclipse has a lot to do with your sacral chakra, orange, and your throat chakra. They're very intertwined. So this is about believing in yourself, loving yourself, receiving the good that's intended for you in this life. It's about connecting with that divine feminine. We all have it. Doesn't matter what our gender is. It's about the softening, right? The allowing. That doesn't mean we sit around and wait for someone to knock on our door and make our life different. But we don't resist. We go with the flow. Okay, so 22, very positive master number. 33, so you might have the Ascended Masters that you resonate with. It's a number for freedom. It's a number for communication. I talked about the throat chakra being very much impacted at this time. You have 22 here, which is about building, creating. It's second house things like work, money, income, daily routines, material possessions, that sort of thing. So very, very positive. Okay. Angel, spirits, and guides, what do we have? Yes, no. Group 3. Yes, no. Group 3. Yes, no. Group 3. Angel, spirits, and guides. Let your past go. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. Joy. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It is time to set the burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. And so it is what I say to that. You've got the number 33 here. I said that means Ascended Masters. Kuan Yin, you need to call her in for compassion. Jawal Kul is beautiful to call in for your life path, like how your path forward, right? What you're supposed to do next, how you're supposed to do it, whatever it is, no matter what it is, big, small, and everything in between. Everything is relevant. Everything is important. Everything has value. Okay. This is about freedom, being free of your past, stepping into joy, leaving behind these 5 of Pentacles. Look at all these aces. And I have doing this for many, 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 many years. I've never seen all 4 aces come out in tarot, okay? It's really positive energy for you, group 3. Challenges of the past are done. You have effort. I am hardworking and conscientious person. Today I'll give 100% effort. Yeah, and you want to do that right now because your energy is going to be beautiful going forward with this eclipse. in a very positive way is really going to help you. And then wisdom. Yeah, when we've gone through a lot of heartache and challenges, we do gain wisdom. When we remove that emotion that's attached to that, balance out that energy, right? We gain a lot of wisdom. I cherish and nurture the wisdom that life provides me. I will never stop learning and improving. And that can be formal wisdom. Of course, there's books everywhere on that. But it can just be about life's lessons, right? Common sense wisdom, spiritual wisdom that you gain as you awaken further. We're all, virtually everyone is awakening. There's no... Okay, so someone had pointed out that they were being criticized by spiritual leaders for perhaps not ascending, growing in consciousness at a certain rate. There is no rate, okay? Everyone's on their own journey and their own path. This is a time for compassion and support for people and yourself. There is no race. There is no judgment of when you get to where you need to be. There's no judgment of your awakening or your spiritual growth, okay? So understand there's no wrong path for you when it comes to that. So I just wanted to make that point because that one kind of hurt my heart when I heard that for that person. All right, so that's what I have for you. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in the free reading, you need to be a subscriber, and then just in the comments section, write I enter. Every month I give away a free reading at the new moon, 45 to 55 minutes long. You can ask 1, 2, sometimes 3 questions if they're not too detailed. We can usually get that done in 45 to 55 minutes, okay? All right, so that's what I have. As you go forward, I wish you peace, harmony, and love. Namaste. Hello, group 4. This is your selection. Here's your card. It says receive. This is the number 29. Reduces to 11. So it might be something you're trying to align yourself with. That'll bring you some happiness in relationships. Could be about family, about setting yourself up somewhere different, about connecting with someone, right? It could be about moving to an area with a new change of scenery, different groups of friends, and dealing with things about your wishes and hopes for the future. So really beautiful card. For some of you, this is about, it's time for you to receive. You're too much of a giver, right? You let everyone else kind of take from you. Now it's your time to receive, right? Some of you might be feeling unfulfilled because you don't have someone that gives the way you give. You haven't been in that kind of relationship. You haven't been in that kind of situation. So it's time for you to receive. At the time of this general reading, it's the lunar eclipse, the blood moon in Scorpio. So big purging of emotions. The Lilith, the black moon, is in Cancer, so a lot of dealing with different emotions that are coming up around anything in life, really. It doesn't have to be just love. It can be anything. It's a lot about dealing with kind of the old wounds and leaving those behind so you can receive better things. All right, so your first card out is 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups. All right. See where this is going. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely it's time for you to receive. It's time for you to have a turn. It's time for you to be loved, cherished by yourself, by others, have an opportunity that you've not had before, heal. This is all about, so Venus in this, where she's situated right now in this lunar eclipse, is a lot about what are the wounds that I need to heal? What's the shadow work I need to deal with? Okay. And shadow work is nothing to be ashamed of. We all have things that we need to deal with. How do I balance out my life? What decisions should I make? You've got a lot of disruptive energy coming too. We all do with, we've got Pluto retro in Capricorn, so that disturbs things of the way they were. So there's going to be a lot of changes, I think for good, but there's definitely changes. And with Chiron and Venus in Aries, it's a lot about who am I now spiritually? What's going on with me? Okay, so we have to really stay connected to the truth of who we are and how we're emerging. All right, so you have been through some things that have been really difficult, and I knew that when I saw receive. You have been around takers, thieves in the night, those who don't give. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's family, maybe it's friends, maybe it's a relationship. Maybe you don't see yourself worthy of that. Maybe you've been with people who have hurt you continuously, who make you feel like you're not worthy of something better, of receiving more. Maybe you come from a lineage, a family line of people who have that lack mentality, that you don't deserve more, or, you know, this is your lot in life, or this is all we get, and this doesn't happen for people like us. That's all nonsense, okay? What we believe are thoughts. That's energy in action. And those thoughts create an emotional reaction. So we need to choose our thoughts really carefully, because it's like they have a conversation with the universe. And the universe says, okay, if you don't think you deserve more, then we're not going to give you more. If the universe is hearing a completely different story, you know, that's what they give you. So this is what I'm seeing for you. There needs to be a restoration of balance, a decision made, but you are going to have a big change. It's going to come in slower with this eclipse, but it is coming for you. This energy is coming now for you. And you're going to have an opportunity to make some decisions that make you feel whole, not based on someone else, not based on what you're given, not based on a material thing, but based on who you are, feeling at home in your own skin. And a lot of you are going to make the decision to change your life in a way that's lasting, that's not going to allow you to stay in that old energy anymore of just not having someone or something in your life that's supportive and giving and loving in the way in which you deserve, okay? Some of you need to recognize that you deserve more. So that's going to be part of this shift. But this new energy that's coming in, it's going to provide you with a commitment. You're going to stay kind of steadfast and true. Like, I'm going to make this shift. I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to set things in motion. I'm going to explore. And I'm going to up level, because I'm being impacted in a way that is taking me out of this old dense energy and moving me into possibilities. So you're going to make a commitment. And what I love about this is this person just exudes happiness, right? Peace and true connection and happiness. This is a long, long staircase to climb. There's no fear, there's no worry, there's no trepidation. It's just, all right, I'll just climb a little when I can, a lot when I can, but I'm going to get here, right, to this place of happiness and balance. And look at the happiness on these people, right? Family, relationship, home, spiritual connection, up leveling, really positive, okay? The number 11 being you're on your right path. So restoration of balance with people, relationships, career, you know, it could be second house stuff with, you know, you could be Taurus. There's a lot of Taurus activity in this eclipse right now. And that energy, like I said, it can last upwards of 6 months. But Taurus in second house is like money and work, material possessions, your priorities, all of that. Nothing will come of this situation, void, of course, moon. Yeah, this old way of being is not going to make your life any better, happier, easier, right? So we need to release that. We need to release this dense energy, because we've got new energy coming in with this eclipse where the energy is gaining momentum. So with each moon cycle, you are going to see changes in how you feel and perceive and receive, leaving behind the trauma and the drama that you've had in your life, starting new. This is a lot, you know, this is the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Scorpio is about rebirth, transforming, doing something different, becoming someone new, trying something completely different. Okay, getting away from the, like I said, the trauma and the drama, leaving behind those people who stab you in the back or aren't there, leaving the situations behind, the jobs, right? Whatever it is, you need to restore balance, 2-2, right? Leaving this 3 of Swords and this 7 of Swords behind, because they're dense, dark energy. So that might be a little bit of the shadow work that needs to be done. I said that Lilith is the black moons in Cancer, which is about purging energies. Talked about Venus saying what wounds need to be healed. So that's all part of the process for you. past life connections, you're currently healing a past life wound. Well, I know that's hard to hear, because when you hear you have to deal with something from the past life, you're like, come on. But some of you, and I'm one of those people as well, have had past lives that the thing that they were there to learn and experience and change, that karma, I didn't do in a past life. So I have to do that now. For me, it's forgiveness. I have had a lot of painful things happen in my life, from the time I was a small child until adulthood. So I've had to forgive so many people and situations. It's clear that that was one of the past life wounds that needed to be dealt with that wasn't. So now is my time. So for some of you, you're going to have to deal with that too. You don't need to go on a fact-finding fishing expedition to find out what that is. It's in your awareness now, right? So let's just say you end up in the same kind of dead-end jobs, or jobs that never get you anywhere, or jobs that promise and then they don't come to fruition. Well, you've always had that in past lives where you didn't recognize your worth and your abilities. So now's the time to do that. That's just one example, okay? All right, angel, spirits, and guides. Freedom of soul expression. You may be holding back from expressing yourself out of fear of losing or upsetting someone around you. Yeah, so this, I didn't even mention that, but this eclipse is a lot about freedom. It has a lot to do with freeing yourself from those old paradigms, those old beliefs, those old thoughts, limiting beliefs from others, limiting beliefs from yourself. And number one, awaken. So here you have 10 is a 1, number 1 here. So this is the number 11, reminding you that you're here for something that is to bring you happiness and peace, right? Not difficulties, not challenges, right? You're supposed to love yourself enough to know that you're worthy and worth and deserve to receive more, right? Something that's better, something that's easier. So for some of you, I'm feeling a lot of first house vibes in Aries. So for some of you, it's about how you see yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. Start to love yourself. You've got to love yourself first. You're not here to get other people's approval. You're here to love yourself first in a way that makes you compassionate for yourself, and realizing that you, and like everyone else, deserve more. 10,000 angels. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. So this is Spirit saying, call upon your guides, whoever you resonate with, whoever you speak to, whether it be ancestors, okay, angels. Some of you are starseeds. You've gone through a big awakening, you know. So I just got Pleiades, Andromedan, Syrian, Venusian. Entrepreneur. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. Beautiful. So maybe you're going to go off and do your own thing and receive a lot of abundance and a lot of recognition. You know, people are going to know who you are, what you do, what you can bring to the table. And clean and detoxify the body. Cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body at your request. We'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. Yeah, this eclipse is a lot about nurturing your body at the cellular level, because there are, for those of you who are on your spiritual journey and you've been on it for a while, you'll understand there's an upgrade to the DNA at the cellular level. So there's a lot of toxins that are going to be released so that that can happen. So if we're more conscientious about what we put into our body, and also detox ourselves from like low vibe stuff, okay? Detoxing is more than just, drinking a green juice and eating a lot of vegetables. But we do all need to, with this eclipse especially, we all need to take care of our bodies, because our bodies are going through major changes. I don't know about you, but every day this week, I've been getting up at either like 222, 333, 444, crazy numbers like that. That's spirit telling me there's changes going on here. So lack of sleep, change in weight, eating habits, that sort of thing, energy, that's all very much a part of the ascension. Growth. I embrace the lessons of life. Every day is an opportunity to improve. Yes. Still Jupiter with Neptune in Pisces, which is about growth of all kinds, right? Whatever you want that to be, however you want that to look, expanding your family, starting off on your own, growing spiritually, growing, your heart space, growing in self-love, growing in a new opportunity. That energy is there for a while yet this year, okay? I know you have these two cards here, but I think this is just, you need to continually work on that, and that spirit and this eclipse is really going to help you. Eclipse energy is pretty constant for about 6 months or upwards of 6 months. So I do see very positive things happening for you, especially with all this positive energy around you. All right. So if there's something that you like, please like and subscribe. If you want to qualify for the contest for a free reading, every month I give away a free reading. They're 45 to 55 minutes long. You can ask 1, 2, sometimes 3 questions, depending on how in-depth your questions are. And I pull a name at random out of a box of names every new moon of every month, okay? So please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you a lot of happiness, peace, and love. Namaste. Hello, Group 5. This is your choice. This is your card. It says number 40, the unknown. Okay, so this reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. It makes me feel like you've kind of been through it all, and you see things now with wisdom, with clarity, with a sense of intuition that you haven't had in the past. It's really interesting because you see Scorpio on here, right? And Scorpio here. And we, at the time of this timeless read, I'm filming during the eclipse in Scorpio, okay? The blood moon. And this is a really crazy eclipse because, one, we had the solar eclipse not even a month ago. Now we have the lunar eclipse. And we really feel like, wow, there is a lot that is unknown. And so there are a lot of emotions that are going to be purged. There's a lot of shifts going on. There's huge shifts in the collective. There's huge shifts in us. We've got Chiron with Venus in Aries, and it's saying, who am I spiritually? I'm not sure. You see her sitting there in lotus position meditating. We've got Venus that is with Chiron, and she also is saying, hey, what are the wounds that you have? What do you have to heal? Some of you might be saying, there's too much unknown out there. I'm afraid to make a decision. Some of you are like, show me the wild unknown. I'm all for it. Some of you are really trying to harness some fourth house things with regard to home security, family stability, that sort of thing. And there's a lot of unknowns in the world right now. It's making you very uncomfortable. And also, we have Lilith and the Black Moon in Cancer right now, and that's about purging a lot of emotions, lots of emotions. All right, so, and we also have Saturn in Aquarius, and that is about disrupting what's been. Okay, it's about lots of change. All right, so first card out, Gemini card, the Lovers. Second card out, Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, okay. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, 7-7. All right, so some of you may feel like there's a lot of unknown with regard to relationships because we've got the Lovers here. So the original name for the Lovers was the Choice, but regardless of how you see this, there can be a lot of unknown about future relationships, a current relationship, a choice that you have to make with a relationship. It can be about a choice you have to make with things that you're worrying about and thinking about, because this is Gemini, right? So you might be Gemini, but Gemini represents the thinking mind, right? It's the third house. It's about like communications and education. So you might be thinking, what choices should I make with regard to that? It can have a lot to do with like your social interests and your activities. So maybe you're thinking, okay, this stuff doesn't even make sense to me anymore. I feel like I should make a choice and do something different. or you're going to meet up someone who's going to be very significant in your life, right? Because you have a lot of emotional cards here with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So this is some energy that is coming towards you with this new eclipse that's asking you to release the old energies and do the final healing. Okay, I talked about Venus and her illumination at this point in time is saying the wounds that have to be healed need to be healed now. So this Knight is coming towards you with this positive energy about something that you would really love, someone in your life that you could really love. Questioning, is the person in your life who you would really love? Something that you would love to do, really important. And you've got this Ace of Cups here, which is the heart awakening and opening fully, being vulnerable to receive the blessings that you get when you're in a state of love. And it can be romantic love, but it can just be love of life, love of others, love of humanity, love of spirit, okay? Just love in general. So really positive energy coming in with this eclipse that's going to make you feel more secure about what's unknown in these aspects. Now, you are going to have to do some work, right? There is some things that you're going to have to do to let this grow, to let this turn into something really beautiful. And if it's that lifelong partnership, relationship, expansion of love, new love, if it is thinking about leaving one relationship and transitioning to someone else because you've got feelings for someone, the universe is going to help you get your heart right, okay? But you have to do the work by releasing. You have to do the work by doing the healing. You have to realize that what we thought and we knew is being turned upside down right now with Uranus, right now being retrograde in Capricorn. And then these past hurts, these past situations that were, not on the up and up. People weren't decent. People weren't loving. People weren't supportive. They didn't have your best interest. They're like the ones who come in and take what they want from you and leave you sitting there like, what just happened? Okay, so that needs to be worked on, and that needs to be addressed. Some of you, we're going to call that shadow work because, there's some things that need to be dealt with, nothing to be ashamed of ever. We all have shadow aspects. We all can just actually grow from that. We can really get something amazingly positive out of that if we deal with it. It's not fun to deal with sometimes, but we need to kind of dig away and chip away a little bit. And then you have love. Luck is, I said love, so maybe love is on your side. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So whatever it is that you're moving towards, whomever it is that you're moving towards, whatever the new is, because it's definitely something, new in the way it presents itself, new in the way it shows up, new in the way, maybe, you're been on and off with this person, and there's some unknowns there with this person, and the eclipse for that person is really going to wake them up and realize, they need to do the work and they need to do a major 360 so that they are deserving of you. Bottom of the deck for you is Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move, okay? So you might be a cardinal sign, which is Cancer, Libra, Aries, Capricorn. Okay, there we go. And cardinal signs and the fixed signs, which are Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, those are the 8 signs that are really going to be feeling the eclipses the most. Now that doesn't mean you're not going to feel it if you're a mutable sign, but those 8 signs are going to feel it the most and have the most to purge with this scorpionic energy. Mirror, everything that is happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. Yeah, your inner world creates your outer world. The thoughts that we have, that's energy, it's action, it goes out into the universe, right? So we need to know what that is and be aware of it because it carries an emotional charge, it carries energy, and then it communicates with the universe, and mirrors back to you that energy that you're sending out there. So be very, very conscientious of the way you speak to yourself and your thoughts and feelings about everything right now, especially now with this eclipse. And then self-love. You are learning that your capacity to love others is directly related to loving yourself. of course, if we can't love ourselves fully, if we're always critical of ourselves, if we're hard on ourselves, if we don't think enough of ourselves, we kind of, give that to the person we're around as well. So it's kind of an exchange. So we always need to self-love first. It's really important, way more important than other people's approval of ourselves. Synergy 16. Blending together all of your talents helps you to create an energy signature that holds within it your authentic creative expression. Yes, this goes right back to the mirror. It's so important. What you send out there is going to be mirrored back to you. There's synergies, right? Energy is synergistic. It thrives off of each other, right? It builds off of each other. And you have 7, because a 16 reduces to 7, 7, 7. So 777, really positive number. That's a divine number, right? Universe coming in to say, we're going to help you move through this unknown. We're going to help you make these decisions, open your heart of what's right for you, what you should do. We're going to help you realize that you need to love yourself more, you deserve more, right? 777, guidance coming in from the divine to help. All right, and as I say that, you get number 11, cosmic connection. So you are very much connected. Many of you have had a spiritual awakening. Many of you have had a kundalini awakening. Here you have number 56, which is an 11 with mirror, cosmic connection. So, and you have evolve here. So you're kind of moving into the unknown spiritually, which can be a little uncomfortable, but it's can also be exciting, right? And there's so much good coming. There's going to be so much synergy that's going to open your heart up in such a way that you're going to feel so much love for self, for what it is that you want to do, for what it is you want to bring into your life, for a person that you're supposed to be with, that twin flame, that soulmate, whatever you call that in your world. And just see, when you're in that resonance with someone too, and maybe it's going to be someone also who is just really awoken, right, into this increased spiritual consciousness that's unlike anyone you've met before. That's going to up-level this relationship to something you've never experienced before in your life. So really beautiful. For this you were born. I love this card. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. Okay, we all have an intention when we come here. Before we show up, right? When we incarnate, we say, this is my intention. So make sure that you support yourself, love yourself, and communicate in the universe in a way that allows you to do that. And you have 1111, 777. So there is and 22. So there is a significant message coming in from Spirit that you are meant for more, and the unknown is going to bring you amazing, beautiful blessings. Really positive. Look at that, joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. Yeah, this is that mirror, that synergy. Okay, beautiful synchronicity. We talked about how, your thoughts are like conversations in the universe. Fostering your intention, laser focused intention on what it is that you want. And if you're not sure specifically what you want, just say, ask, I don't know, whoever you resonate with, or you can ask Archangel Michael or Gabriel to guide you, to put you on a path with the right people, the right opportunities, the right situation that's going to provide you with joy and happiness and abundance. Creativity. There is a great reserve of creativity inside me. I am always open to new thoughts and ideas. Yes, I love that. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. And positivity. I am good at what I do. I am in control of my own success and happiness. Yeah, and that's the shift you're going to see. So this is a yes for you. Okay, so this is a yes. A lot of beautiful, positive, spiritual up-leveling, supporting your everyday life here. So that's what I have for you. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to enter the contest for a free reading that I give away every new moon. Please make sure that you're a subscriber, and in the comment section, just put I enter. At that point, every new moon, I pull one random name from a box of names, and I give a 45 to 55 minute reading. Generally, we can get through 2 questions for sure, sometimes 3. It just depends on how in-depth the first 2 are. All right. So as you go forward, I wish you peace, happiness. Namaste. Hello, group 6. You have illumination number 6. Oh, look at that, 6-6. So that might be an important number for you. Might be your life path. It is definitely the number for 2022. It's all about resonating with the heart. This kind of gives me the strength card vibes in tarot. So maybe you've had to do some things and be really strong, heal your heart. At the time of this general read, we're going at this very moment through the eclipse in the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. It's the blood moon. So there's definitely going to be some things illuminated for you and each and every one of us going forward. There's going to be some real changes that are going to affect our energy for the next 4 to 6 months with this. Okay, it's going to bring up some emotions that we haven't had in a while. Some we haven't dealt with before because we've got Lilith, the black moon, in Cancer. Okay, this is all about our sacral chakra and our throat chakra. They are very connected, even though one's in the throat and one's in the hip area. So we need to get that right. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. Ace of Swords, really nice. So right off the way, you're going to be illuminated, new beginnings. You're going to get big aha moments. Universe is coming in. They want to help you, want to give you some guidance, improving your 3D life, your this world life, health, money, abundance, right? Whatever that is for you. Love, anything you deal with in the here and now. You're going to get downloads, definitely. Some of you have gone through an awakening. You're going through an illumination process to resonate with your heart. New people coming into your life. New situations. Breakthrough moments. King of Pentacles. So you might have someone coming into your life that's pretty abundant. New job opportunities bringing that to you. The moon, Cancer energy. Pisces energy. Ooh, and another one. Look at that. Temperance, Sagittarian energy. Okay, look at your cards and the Hangman. Wow, Neptune coming through there. Okay, crazy good cards, but cards that are gonna require you to do some things, because what you've got flanking this King of Pentacles, which is a fulfilling life because you've stepped into that empowerment, that self-worth, that knowing, that Mars energy of I take control. Material possessions are abundant. Your work and career, Capricorn energy, so work and career is strong and solid. Home life is solid. Opportunities, this guy gives me the vibe of like an artist or a musician, so maybe that's what you're going for. But free thinker, believer, and all things are possible. So a lot of abundance there, and a lot of help from the universe to get there, just guiding you with this new energy. So this is your illumination, right? That's amazing. Yeah, the universe is coming in to help you for sure, but you need to deal with some of these things that have kept you from fully stepping into what you could have, what you could be, what you could experience, who you could experience it with, because there's some fears that are there, and that's going to get purged with this solar eclipse. Okay, we've got Chiron with Venus in Aries, and that's going to say like, who am I? Who am I spiritually? Who am I? And how do I transform? And it's also with Venus going in the current placement in this eclipse. It's also about, what do you need to heal, right? What wounds are still left? Because Venus is going to illuminate that. So it's time to nurture your heart, nurture your body. Okay, Pluto's retrograde right now, so it's going to disrupt things. So you have to be strong in your conviction of what you want, who you are, and not be fearful but faithful. And I love that, because the bottom of the deck for you is the Hangman, and that's about Neptune. Like, hey, I get it now. I'm illuminated. Illumination here. I get it. I see things differently. I'm going to take things from a different approach. I don't see things in a fearful way anymore, right? I see new opportunities because Neptune's about dreams, and Neptune and Jupiter are still hanging out in Pisces for a while. So this is really positive. But you have to balance out the energies of the past and the future. You have to balance out opposites, right? You have to be patient and knowing that all of this energy is here to really help you make some significant changes. Because with this eclipse being in Scorpio, it's about changes, right? It's about showing up differently. It's about transforming. It's about starting over. It's about purging the past. It's about releasing the emotions, about bringing forth your passions. So really positive. Let's see, what else do we have for you, angels, spirits, and guides? Yeah, door to spirit. So some of you have had a really huge awakening. That's why we have illumination here. This Ace of Swords can be about a big awakening, moving towards something that you see is greater than what you've experienced in the past, spiritually, emotionally, romantically, whatever the case may be. Some of you have had challenges with romance and love affairs. Some of you have had kind of hit the door, closed doors when it comes to like creativity and trying to create something. Some of you have really been dealt with a lot of drama in life, and you've gotten some illumination about this is just self-destructive. It's just bad energy for me to be in. So getting fifth house vibes off of that. Could be Leo, right? Sagittarius, Pisces, Capricorn. Okay. Just beautiful energy surrounding you. All right, let's see, what else do we have for you? Group 6. What else for group 6? Full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. So some of you have maybe been kind of dealing with some of this since Aries, since we had the last full moon in Aries, or from Aries season. Some of you might be Aries. Some of you, this has a lot to do about kind of stepping into your own power, right? Coming up to the surface, showing people who you really are. Your attitude and your identity kind of shifting a little bit. There's Mars energy there to support that, push you forward. Some of you have done a lot of work meditating, contemplating. You know, you've got this temperance energy here. And that's why the universe comes in and helps you. When they see you doing so much work with this illumination card, door to spirit, that's when they come in to say, hey, we're going to help you here. Financial freedom, number 10. So here's another number 1. 1, 1, 1. So a lot of you are seeing 111, 11, 11, 11. That's definitely an ascension sign. Strong number about moving forward, being on the path, being in the right energetic frequency, being coherent, being in a harmonic state, mind, body, spirit. Financial freedom, you may be feeling trapped in regards to the amount of money that's currently flowing into your life. So here's that King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So you're definitely going to see a change in your financial situation for many of you, right? So some of you might be Capricorn because, you know, 10's about end of cycles. 10's about the 10th house. This is like career, long-term goals. Some of you might be dealing with some issues with a masculine energy that has kept you from being able to earn a decent living, and you're kind of going to shift away from that, move away from that masculine energy. Some of you may have been dealing with a situation where you're working for like a father or an uncle, and you're going to leave that, realize that there's something better out there for you. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Angels, spirits, and guides. Integrity. Oh, look at that card. 17. Yeah, moving forward with integrity. You know, when we are illuminated by experiences, situations, or an awakening, we find that integrity, our integrity, the integrity of others, the integrity of situations becomes important to us, right? We're not going to do stuff that isn't part of what we know is right. And we stand up for our values and our morals, and that is a paradigm shift that's taking place big time because Pluto's in retrograde in Capricorn right now, and that is completely disrupting the paradigm. So you watch and see. I know there's a lot of stuff out there that is keeping people distracted, and it's not, I'm not minimizing the stuff, but they want you to be distracted from the big shifts and the changes and the awakenings that are happening. Okay. And then 15, build in breaks, saunter slowly. So here's yet another number 6. Number 6, number 6. As you move forward to do things that resonates with you truly in the heart space, because look at her face. She just seems like so peaceful, right? So calm, so in a state of grace. I love that. Very much taking time. It's not a race. And you have temperance here. So it's almost like you got the message of be patient with this process, not once, but twice. You're going to find your North Star. You've been illuminated, right? You've got all this energy with these Ace of Swords and this Hangman. So know that you're going to get there. Spirit is helping you with these Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Door to Spirit. You really have a lot of possibilities for each and every one of you, and they're all different because it's a general read, but really beautiful energy. And that's what is important. When you get a reading, you need to remember that everything is energy, okay? Everything is energy, and it's up to us to decide if we're going to capitalize on that. Okay, for some of you, this is wedding, so maybe you're going to be marrying this King of Pentacles. All right, it might be a wedding in your family. And bottom of the deck, release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. Yeah, so maybe you are going to meet this perfect one. You have to release the fears of the past, change your opinion. And that's going to happen for some of you. For others of you, it's release the past, surrender. Look at the color synchronicity in these cards, right? And just see all the light around her. And look at all the light. So major spiritual awakening for many of you. Major up-leveling in consciousness. Starseeds, way showers, light workers, you're in this group. Absolutely. Angel, spirits, and guides. What do we have? Final card. Growth. This reminds me of the tree of life. Just beautiful. I embrace the lessons of life. Every day is an opportunity to improve. Yeah, perfect card for where you are with this illumination. All right, so this is a really beautiful yes for you, group 6. All right, so that's what I have for you. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. If you would like to qualify for the free reading, all you need to do is be a subscriber, and in the comment section, put I enter. Every month at the new moon, I pull one name at random out of all the people who've entered for that month and give away a 45 to 55 minute free reading. And in that time, you can generally ask 2, sometimes 3 questions, depending on how in depth they get. All right. So as you go forward, I wish you much peace, love, and happiness. Namaste.